Hello, can you hear me? Good morning, everyone from Nigeria. Good morning from Nigeria. How are you all doing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. So this morning I said we're going to talk about support and resistance. That's what we want to talk about this morning. Support and resistance. What do we call support? What do we call resistance? For the newbie, this is where the price is now. This is where the price is. There are points that are resistance. There are points that are support. A level where there is a kind of price action, where trade or price has been and couldn't go beyond that place. That is what we call the support and the resistance. For instance, look at this point. Price got here and couldn't go beyond that point. That point has turned a resistance. Why would we say resistance? It's above the current price. This point has become a support. Why do we call this a support? Because it's below the current point, the current price. So here looks like a support, and here a resistance. So resistance are always above. And when you look at why is it that all these places are not resistant? Because there are free movement here. There's no price reaction. There's no reversal in all these points. So if you look at this point, price got here, went up, came back, here too, went up, and then it's going. Okay, hello? Hello?
Hi.
All right.
Hi, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So, look at this point. Price got to this point. There's a kind of reaction, went back. Got to this point, a kind of reaction, went back. Look at this point. So, these are the supports and the resistance. They are very, very important. The last class, we talked about higher high and lower low. Now, each of the higher high that is formed becomes a point of resistance, and each of the lower low becomes a point of support. You get it? So when price is here, every kind of higher high or so that is above the price, they become resistance, and every kind of low below the current price becomes a support. Now, knowing support is very easy. Knowing support is very easy, and this price, what price does most of the time is that they tend to trend towards a resistance when they are going upward, and when they are going downward, they tend to trend toward a support. So, for instance, we gave this signal this morning that Euro USD will go up. Look at where Euro USD is now. Maybe probably from here, it went up to this point, and it's still going to continue. If this point is broken, there's nothing going to hold Euro USD again till it gets to the next resistance. So if Euro USD could move above this place, we will be looking at taking Euro USD at this point. So it's very important that at every resistance for an uptrend, you take your profit. For every support at downtrend, please type your question. type your question. Weldy, your mic is on. Thank you. Okay, at every point, if price is going up, at every resistance, pick your profit until that resistance is broken. When you say a resistance is broken, that means price close above the resistance. So once price close, that is a candle close above the resistance. Like this point now, as this candle is going up, when it gets to this point, if the candle becomes higher, the close of the candle becomes higher than this last candle, we said this resistance here is, we said this resistance here is broken. So it means this resistance here is broken. And if it is downtrend, once a candle closes below this point, we say that support line is broken. So it is very simple to know support and resistance. But the only issue is your ability to know where it starts from. If you look at this chart without any doubt, you should be able to spot support and resistance easily, be able to spot them. Now, there are two things that happen at every resistance and at every support. Two things happens. The first thing that happens at a resistance is a break. The second thing that happens at a resistance is a bounce. So when price gets to a resistance or a support, price will either break that resistance or it will bounce off the resistance. So when price got, let's say as Euro is trending up now, price gets here. When price gets here, it's either price will break this point and go beyond it, or price will test this point and go back down. So when it tests this point and move back, we say bounce. And when it tests this point and goes beyond it and closes above it, we said it breaks the point. So those are the difference between bounce and break. You should be able to understand that easily. Bounce and break. So when you want to draw your support, how do you draw support? The first thing to do is to switch your chart to line chart. Like this, I will switch my chart to line chart. Let me remove the moving average. That's the first thing you do. You switch your chart to line chart. This is where I get the line chart. I clicked on it, and the candlestick becomes line chart. So once you switch your chart to line chart, we are going to draw support and resistance for 2 time frames. If you are trading it on 4 hours, we'll draw support and resistance for 2 time frames, weekly and daily. Good. Why are we choosing weekly and daily? Let me make the line chart a bit big. Why are we choosing weekly and daily? Because weekly is stronger than daily, and daily is stronger than 4 hours. Very important. So if you want to draw, this is weekly now, weekly time frame, and this is my line chart. If I want to draw support and resistance for this, what will I do? I'll go to weekly and pick horizontal line. Where am I placing the horizontal line? I'm looking at the edge. Every edge, look at it. Every edge, that is most visible edge, not like all this one. Most visible edge created on weekly, I am going to put a line there. Most visible edge. Can you see them? I'm going to put a line there. That points are points of support and resistance. Price got there at the time passed and reverses. You see, so those are points of support and resistance. So if you are drawing for this, I don't need to draw everything to the end. I don't need to do that. I just need to draw for this particular time frame, period of time. It's okay. So I'll take my horizontal line, I'll place it. First of all, is to change this horizontal line to red. Please, this is very important. Change it to red. I am changing it to red because I want the weekly, which is stronger, to be in red. I change it to red. I place it at that point, the top. First one. I'll pick again. I'll place at this bottom. Nice one. I'll pick again. I'll place here, this red point. Do you see? At that edge of this red point, I'll put one there. I'll place again at the top here. I'll pick again at the top here. I'll pick again at the bottom here. I'll pick again at the bottom here. I'll pick again at this edge. I'll pick again at this edge. I'll pick again, maybe this edge. I'll pick again. Don't worry, if you don't drop all the edge, don't worry. I'm going to fill it up in daily. When you get to daily, we are on weekly charts. Where you did not draw, where you did not fill up in the weekly, we'll go to daily and go and fill it up. I'll pick again. I'll put for this edge. I'll pick again. I'll put for this edge. So we've not, Euro USD has not really gone to this height for a very long time. I'll pick again. I'll put on this edge. I'll pick again. Put on this edge. Okay. I believe everybody understood this. I'll now switch to daily time frame. Once I switch to daily time frame, you will now see that there are new edges that we did not fill up before while drawing for weekly. So this new edge, I'm coming. Let me check that one that I just replaced. This is correct. It's supposed to be here. Okay. So those points now, they are the points I'm going to fill up. The ones that I didn't draw for weekly. So once you are filling it up, change that line to yellow. Change the color of the line to yellow, because, or you can change it to brown or something, orange, to show that it is different from this. So once you see this, you know that this is daily support. Once you see it, you know this is daily resistance, this is daily resistance and weekly resistance. Then I'll draw for this. You know, I've changed my line to yellow. So that's for weekly. That's for weekly. That's for daily. That's for daily. Then this is also a point on the daily. So everyone should practice this after this class to ensure you are able to draw support and resistance perfectly. You place it at every edge that you can spot. Don't make it too tight, but at least just try your best to place it. So if you look at it very well, you see that we have like done, then you now switch to 4 hours time frame. So you look at 4 hour time frame, this is where we trade it. If you look at the Euro USD, look at what Euro USD is doing. It bounces on the weekly time, on the weekly support. You know, I told you all the lines that are below the price, this is the current price. All the lines that are below the price are supports. While the ones above it are what? Are resistance. So my student, you can easily see that if today, when market opens, it opens here. And that was what? Weekly support, because it was below the price. And the price bounced off it and now break daily resistance. Once a resistance is broken, that resistance becomes a support. Once a resistance is broken, that resistance becomes a support. Once a support is broken, that support becomes a resistance. Please note this. It's very important. Now look at it. This point is broken. Presently, Euro USD has broken daily support, bounces off weekly support. and broken up weekly resistance, sorry, and that resistance has become a support. So surely he's targeting the next resistance. This is the next resistance that is targeting. So when this price will trend now, we hope to take our profit at this point. Every one of us that are in the trade of Euro USD, do you see where we take our profit? We hope to take our profit at this point. And if price closes above this point, you can enter into that trade again and take your profit at this point. Note that this point is stronger than this point. So if you decided not to close your trade until it comes to this point, fine. And this point is stronger than this point. So if it breaks this point, it's surely going to locate this point. And if it breaks that point, it's surely going to locate this point. It's surely going to locate this point. So these are some things someone sees when you are trading. I put this line because of the newbies. You'll be able to spot it easily. You'll be able to appreciate it easily when you see lines. I don't need to put lines most of the time. I just look at the chart. I see the support. I see the resistance. But because of you guys, so that you understand what we're doing here, I decided to put the line. Let me remove this RSI stuff, and you can see it. So support and resistance is very important because it will help you to easily spot where the market will hit and probably reverse. It is very, this business, I mean, price will always repeat itself. Price will always go back to where it has been before. So that's it. Is always, it will always do that. If this, like we are in weekly time frame, if price is going to come down, let's say Euro USD is falling, you see it will continue to locate all this support from one support to another, from one support to another, from one support to another. That is it. That's how it's going to be doing. If it's going to move up, it's going to locate all the resistance from one resistance to another, from one resistance to another, from one resistance to another. That's what it's going to be doing. So look at it now. This is daily time frame. This is the kind of double bottom and it's bouncing. Once it closes at this point today, we said it has broken the neckline. And once it broke the neck, don't worry, you newbie, you may not understand that. Once it breaks the neckline, it's surely going to come to this point. So if you are looking at the daily time frame, daily chart, you see that Euro USD might likely come to 1.2401. It might likely come to this point. That is about 62 pips from where we are now. So that is how to draw support and resistance. Now come down. Your question is, how you now change back to candlestick. Look at it. I changed back to candlestick. You say, I've changed back to candlestick. Put in your normal moving averages, the one you have known, or the one we've taught. Put in your moving average 5, which is red. Put in the other moving average 10. Okay, let me change that. The color to blue. Moving average 20. The color to yellow. Say okay. Now look at it. You see the moving average. If you are trading this moving average, you are going to come into the trade at this candle. So once you come to this trade, because the moving average is telling you to buy, let's check the RSI. What is the RSI telling us? Let's check the RSI, the relative strength index. What is it telling us? Okay, it's in the buy region. The relative strength index is in the buy region. So when you come into this trade, you're buying. After you draw your support and resistance, this is the first place you should watch out for. This resistance is the first, because you are going upward, and this resistance is the first resistance you should watch out for. Once this resistance is broken, this point is also very important. Watch out for this point. This is daily resistance. This is weekly resistance. Weekly resistance is stronger than daily resistance. What do we mean by stronger? If it breaks daily resistance easily, it might take time for it to break weekly resistance, because weekly resistance is stronger than daily resistance. So please, this video might go off now. We'll all connect again, because a lot of people connected before me. So the time was reading when you guys connected. So it might go off now because of the time allotted to us. So we'll reconnect again. So this is how to draw support and resistance. And I believe everyone here should be able to draw support and resistance. Switch your candle stick to line chart, move to weekly time frame, take horizontal line, change the horizontal line to red, locate every sharp bend or sharp point where there is turning, place these horizontal lines